Breaking news in the Rock feed, a new update on that troubling plane crash in Scottsdale, Arizona earlier today. A plane owned by Motley Crue vocalist Vince Neil. Now, video of the incident shown earlier today indicates this private jet was coming in for a landing when it encountered issues with the landing gear, causing it to veer off the runway at a high rate of speed and collide with a parked jet off of the side of the runway. Now, the collision said to have taken the life of one occupant of that jet, and multiple other injuries rushed to the hospital. There had been question as to whether or not the frontman was on this jet at the time of the crash. We've now learned that he was not, but those close to him were said to be on board. We have a statement from the legendary rock vocalist in this tragic situation. At about 2:45 local time in Scottsdale, Arizona, emergency crews raced to the scene, following reports of an emergency at Scottsdale Airport. The Motley Crue vocalist's Learjet 35A veered off the runway as it was coming in for a landing, causing it to collide with a Gulfstream 200 after it veered off the runway. Airport officials investigating the incident state that the left main landing gear failed during landing, causing the collision. As fire crews arrived on scene, they reported that one person was dead. 3 other occupants of the jet were taken to a nearby hospital and treated for various injuries. Video shown by local news Arizona's Family shows the moment the crash occurred. There were questions as to whether or not the Motley Crue frontman was on board, and now we've learned he wasn't. And we now have a statement just in from the vocalist, as well as new details about the situation. In a statement released by Vince Neil's spokesperson, it says, "Mr. Neil's thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved, and he is grateful for the critical aid of all first responders assisting today." Now, as the investigation into the cause of the crash continues, it sounds initially like this was an equipment failure, but according to TMZ, we're also learning more about who was on that plane. Sources close to the situation tell TMZ that Vince's girlfriend and her friend were both on the plane and had been hospitalized as a result of the incident. According to their report, his girlfriend broke 5 ribs. It says that Neil's girlfriend and her friend Ashley, as well as her dogs, survived the tragic incident. They also spoke to Motley Crue's manager, Alan Kovac, who says that his heart goes out to the victims' families, and he's thankful that his girlfriend and friend are safe. Now, during this difficult time, Kovac says that the band are thinking of ways that they can help the victims' families during this heartbreaking tragedy. And in a statement just in from Motley Crue, the band shared, "Earlier today, a private plane owned by Vince Neil was involved in a crash near Scottsdale, Arizona. The pilot was tragically killed. The co-pilot and other passengers were taken to a local hospital. Vince was not on the plane. Vince's girlfriend and her friend suffered injuries, albeit not life-threatening. While details are still emerging, our hearts go out to the families of both the pilot who lost his life and the passengers who suffered injuries. Motley Crue will announce a way to help support the family of the deceased pilot. Stand by for an announcement very soon." It's a troubling situation. It sounds like it was an accident here, but we'll know for sure after the investigation was complete. Obviously, sending our thoughts out to everyone impacted by this tragedy.